back again, and I have a team from Ben Gay's Sun and Moon archive. I'll show you how to get to that in case you want to use some of his teams. They're all very solid. A lot of them have Pheromosa, but yeah, it's this. I won't click it because I made the banner, like the artwork for the archive, so that can be a nice surprise if you want to go and look at that. But yeah, there are nearly 40 teams in there. They're all really solid. You'll find a lot of teams that I've used in videos in that archive, including the Mega Alakazam thing that I used in my Pheromosa Rex journey. I got a record of 40 wins and 5 losses, so I can attest to that team being quite good in the current metagame. But this one has a Autotomise Tectonic Rage Celesteela, which is quite cool. And this guy has a Magnezone, so yeah, that's going to be really nice with Earthquake. Yeah, Celesteela can win. I just need to get rocks up for weakening the Gara, and then I need to weaken the Lando as well somehow. So I think Mamoswine is a decent lead. These nicknames are okay. Sick. He leads with Lando, so I think I'm just going to get my rocks up. He'll probably okay, yeah, U-turn I don't really agree with because of the threat of Ice Shard, so that makes me think that he's wow, and then hard Alakazam on the Icicle Crash, okay. I think I can go hard Metagross here. I guess he could Shadow Ball. It would be kind of... He could easily Focus Blast. I better go to Zygarde, actually. Zygarde is Spadef, so it can take any of the attacks he's likely to go for to Life Orb Psychic. So I may die to Gleam or like random HP Ice. He does have Gleam, but I eat that up, and this 1000 Arrows should do a ton. I'm quite sure that he's... Well, I can Protect here. But I'm quite sure that he's, okay, wow, he scouted for E-Speed. That was kind of dumb of me. So he's just Max Speed U-turn, which is odd. I can just go hard into Mamo here to go for an Ice Shard. And he gets up his rocks. So yeah, this Ice Shard, he'll hopefully go to Gara here. Yeah, this is great, because this is the only other thing that can check my Celesteela. Ice Shard doesn't do much, of course. And this is actually a pretty awkward position. Yeah, this is super awkward. Do I just... Maybe I just lose to this. I really thought that Shard would do more. Let's just run a quick calc to see how bulky he is. So I'm not Life Orb, of course. And yeah, that should be close enough. Gara, Flyinium. So that's without Intimidate, I guess. Intimidate. Alright, so he's running a decent amount of bulk. So maybe I just need to go and spam Haze with Toxapex, and then force him out with Metagross. Or Coco actually destroys him too. But I really want Celesteela to do work, because that's like the most interesting thing on the team. So he actually just evolves immediately and goes for Waterfall. That's fine with me. Oh, this is Storm Zone. Storm Zone is not exactly a reputable player, but he's a well-known player, I guess. Yeah, T-Spikes don't really do much. I think I'll just go for a Scald here, see whether he's sub, as he goes hard Lando, so this is great getting damage for Celesteela, and ideally we burn him, but we don't. I should be able to take an Earthquake pretty easily, so I'm just going to Scald again as we do Yum that up, and this might have a chance to kill, I don't know, as we don't burn again. That is slightly annoying. And I guess we'll just regen out here. I can go into... I guess Zygarde as a potential sack. Would have been nice to keep this, actually, so that Magnezone had a sort of switch in, but it's okay, I think. So I know he's fast. I can't actually kill him with Coco because I'm running... like a stall-breaking set that lacks HP Ice, so I'll just go to this instead and hit him with an Ice Punch. I do need to evolve there so that I outspeed him, because he seems to be very fast. So Scarf Gengar could come in here if he's running that, but I think from here I should be able to win with Celesteela almost unavoidably for him, because if he goes to Gengar, that gives me the setup I need, unless he just wants to like risk a speed tie. Actually, Scarf Gengar is faster, so I'm still definitely not out of the woods. I don't really have a switch in. Let's just see whether Well, I won't know whether he's like Scarf or Specs after this, like, inevitably kills me. It is a roll, but yeah, that's actually heavily in my favor, so I'm just going to try to go for the mash here. As he doesn't get the roll, that's great, and we kill him with mash. Alright, so I don't really see how he avoids the Celesteela win. Gara comes in. This is just going to die to Thunder Punch. I'm fairly sure there's no way this is living from 50. So he's obviously worried about Bullet Punch. He doesn't want his Meloetta taking damage. So that's understandable. This is perfect because this just gives me the Autotomise, and I'm pretty sure this has no way of like OHKOing Celesteela, so it's time to send in the Big Bennis. Autotomise up, and Heavy Slam should OHKO his Meloetta. He goes to Mag. He's not Let me just calc whether Earthquake always kills this, because I don't need to use my move if I can just kill it with an Adamant Earthquake. If he's sturdy, like, it's Storm Zone, so he could be. Let's just give him like max HP. Yeah, Earthquake always kills. Yeah, there's no way he's like Fizz Def, so goodbye, as he actually is Fizz Def, so that may have been a choke from me. But I probably just don't have EVs. No, I do. He's like Fizz Def Magnezone. I don't like. I had no reason not to go for the Z move there, but I think we just sweep anyway. So yeah, it's fine. So GG Storm Zone. Yeah, I didn't need the Z move for anything. Oh yeah, just gonna hide the room in case someone wants to share their replay, because what a disaster if there were ladder replays of you losing. So into the next one. Tennis was linking me a bunch of like Family Feud highlights yesterday, and I was just finding them so funny, and that's what I wish I could get into a fight so I could like explain this, but that's what some of the nicknames are from. Like, I mean, if your name is DeQuincy, I hope this isn't offensive, but that name is kind of funny to me. And there was a guy named DeQuincy, so that's what my Toxapex is. And I guess we should just focus on this fight before I keep talking about that shit. So this looks really annoying. Like, Buzzwole looks annoying. T-Spikes kind of destroy him, but he has Excadrill. Mamo is nice to help deal with Thundurus. I think I can lead with Mamo, and unless he leads with Gren, it's good for me, as he leads with Buzzwole, which is also kind of bad. Because this will sort of stop me from getting Rocks up, but I can get Rocks up. Yeah, I like from here, I just have to go for the Endeavor as he's sub, which is going to be slightly annoying. So how much HP does sub run? Yeah, this is actually going to be shit, because I'll only be able to break his sub. I probably can go to Toxapex and get T-Spikes up. Yeah, let's do that. As he is Focus Punch, that's fine. So we'll see how much this is doing. That doesn't do much, but Earthquake can destroy me, but I think we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it, as he seems to only have Focus Punch, but he may have been predicting Celesteela there. But if that's all he has, then that's fantastic. So he just DCs because of the Pex. So yeah, while he's coming back, we can just go through the nicknames. So there was a question on Family Feud, and the way that game works is they interview 100 people before the show, like some question. In this case, the question was, what's something you wouldn't do for $1 million? And then each person doing the survey like fills in their answer, and the contestants have to guess which answers made it, like, you know, which answers were given to this survey question. So someone for $1 million said they would not eat an insect. And like in so many cultures, they just like cook and eat insects, and like that would, for $1 million, would you really not just like eat a fly? Come on. So Tennis and I were just like going insane over that. Oh, he came back. He just goes to the Focus Punch again, so I'm pretty sure we wall this Buzzwole. Yeah, we'll just like stall out some of his PP here, I guess. He's just going to spam Focus Punch, so his Scald should be a 2-hit KO on the sub, but that doesn't exactly help us. Because, yeah. Because he'll just be able to sub up again. So, yeah, we'll just recover back up. I don't know what his coverage is. He may go hard Excadrill here. But my, yeah, hard Excadrill. I'm just going to Scald here, because there's no way this Earthquake will kill me, and we'll find out like whether he's Scarf or whatever. He does appear to be Okay, maybe that is Scarf. Yeah, I think he probably is Scarf. I was thinking he might be his Rocker, but then, like, Drud or Skarmory could easily be his Rocks user. So Skarmory comes in. I don't think I have removal on this team, which kind of makes sense with the, Archetype. So I guess I'll just go to Celesteela here. Try to make it do as much work as possible. Yeah, he's going to start throwing spikes up. I'm just going to Fire Blast him here as he stays in. That's less than a 2-hit KO, but I do get a burn, which is very helpful. But of course he's leftovers because he's Spidef Skarm, and no other item makes sense on Spidef Skarm, although you do see the occasional scrub using Rocky Helmet Spidef. So yeah, these spikes are going to absolutely fuck me. Sorry for the language there. But Metagross can come in, I guess, and go for a Thunder Punch, which will threaten this heavily. Alternatively, I could just go to Koko and U-turn. It's not going to help me because he switches... Yeah, Metagross is the better play then. So I'm here, and he may just elect to go for his next layer. He might go Hard Excadrill, but like I don't think it's acceptable to do that because Hammer Arm isn't really something that I... You know, Hammer Arm is not off limits here. Hammer Arm could be definitely something for me to go for. So he goes to Drud. This might be Rocky Helmet Rough Skin just because it has access to all of that. Yep, and that Thunder Punch did nothing. But Ice Punch is going to do about 56 if I want that damage. This is looking shitty. Like, his team is a bit dumb, but it has a good matchup against mine. So maybe I'll just go and get my rocks back up here. The Excadrill is going to be super annoying. But yeah, I think I'm going to just get rocks back up and do my best to win with Celesteela, although that, yeah, so he's probably just going to detail me or, like, yeah, go for the Scumbag Glare. He can go to Scum. I think Ice Shot is always the right play here. Get damage on Drud or, like, hit the Skarmory for some damage as he'll probably just detail me away. So, I don't know why people would use this over, I'll just take the kill here. I don't know why people would use this over Garchomp. I guess it's not 4 times weak to Ice. So he could go to Greninja here. The Protect will be nice because I know he's not Spiked Greninja due to the fact that he has Spiked Skarmory. This also means that if he wants to spin, it's going to come at a big cost to him. Because I can get up a sub and then, like, just Ravage. Well, he has Buzzwole, but if I was, I think I'll just take the kill. If I was, Sub-Toxic, I would have just won there, so that was a misplay by him. So yeah, Buzzwole comes back in, and I still have DeQuincy. So he might double to, Thundurus here. I really just want to go... I think he would double to Thundurus here. Yeah, let's just go for 1,000 Arrows, expecting the double to something. As he goes to Greninja, which also makes sense. That kind of suggests that he's, extra sensory. I'll just go for Protect here to hopefully scout whether he's Protean or Ash. As he goes for U-turn, and he is Ash, so... There's not much I can do about this. I guess I can Coil to make him more likely to stay in with Buzzwole, because he'll be feeling more threatened, and now I can just go into DeQuincy and get T-Spikes up for this and the Greninja, as he goes right for Ice Punch, which is understandable. I can get my T-Spikes up as Greninja comes straight in. I don't really get this play. It would be... I think having 2 layers up would be nice, and then I'll just have to sack something... Well, Koko kind of just wins, and I'm really bulky. I think I'll recover once to... Like, he's obviously Dark Pulsing here. But yeah, recover is fairly safe there. And now I just need to do... I'm pretty sure Koko wins. But I can also go hard into it because I'm really bulky with Papa Berry, so I'm just going to get up another layer for the Buzzwole as he flinches me, and... I don't really want to risk more flinches, so I'm just going to go hard to Koko here. There's no way this will do, like, any damage because I'm almost max HP. And if he knocks me into range of my berry, that would be helpful too. So he can just T-Bolt here unless he's Scarf, which I don't see him being. And that's definitely Specs, judging by how much he's doing to my dude. Skarm actually eats that up because I'm running, like, no special attack. It's got 40 EVs. Well, this is Ben's team, of course, but... now something gets poisoned as he goes to Greninja, so the Shuriken here is very obvious. I'm pretty sure I can just go into the Quincy, and even if he goes for Dark Pulse, it's okay. So he does go for Shuriken, which is great for me. I believe Scald is the best play here, because yeah, he's probably going hard into Thunderous, and this is the only thing I need damage on for Coco to kill. And we get the burn, which is really helpful too. And he just forfeits because at that point Coco is going to beat him. I don't know, I think he probably, like, from the information he had, he shouldn't have forfeited there because Coco could only switch in like once more on spikes, but I actually could have switched in a couple more times because I have a berry that heals me from less than 25% to like 50% higher from where I am. And then back to the Family Feud thing, another answer on that question, what would you not do for $1 million, was deliver a speech. And like anyone who's been through 12, 13 years of school has delivered like 20 speeches, so I just didn't really understand that at all. So yeah, and then Tennis and I were watching like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire blunders and stuff like that too, just having a ball. So shout out to Tennis, and thank you for giving me a bunch of nickname material. This looks annoying again. T-Spikes aren't going to be doing much because he has the Must Bus, but they would hit 3 things, so if I can get them up it would be really helpful. He's probably leading with Donphan. It's a surprisingly good matchup, like this is just what Donphan always does. Again, if I had Sub-Toxic Zygarde, I would just win, but sadly everyone has counter teams to that. So I think I'm going to lead with Celesteela, expecting the Donphan because it matches up well against my whole team. Heavy Slam is still base 120 power against this, which is incredible. So yeah, that does 42, and he's not Rocky Helmet sick. Unfortunately, everyone seems to have counters to this, which is sucky. I think Zapdos would come in here, but yeah, I can go to Mamoswine here expecting the Zapdos. If he stays in, it's to go for knockoff, so yeah, we get that play right, which is sick, and we can get rocks up here, which mainly help with this. He has no reason to stay in because he has the Buzzwole, and Zapdos like can't really touch Mamo, although if he's fast Heat Wave...
Yeah, I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now, but hey,
it will probably just OHKO me because I'm running Oblivious, but that play made no sense because usually Mamoswines run Thick Fat, and Icicle Crash would have OHKO'd him when he has a Buzzwole to just counter me, and this is what he needs for Celesteela, and I've revealed that I'm offensive, so that was just a really foolish move from my opponent, but nothing I can do about that. So I'll go into this and just smack him with an Ice Punch. He might be Specs. He just goes into his Donphan, sacking it off, so I'll be able to 2-hit KO this here, and then Metagross will hopefully just go ham. It's not worth risking the miss to get an attack boost here, in my opinion. He could go to Muck, I guess, to Pursuit me, or he could go to like Buzz. I don't really know what his counterplay is to Metagross. I don't know what mine is either. So, I guess I'll go hard into Celesteela, expecting the Earthquake. I don't know, like, I don't see... I'm just so surprised by that Zapdos play. That just made absolutely no sense. Or the risk-reward was really out of whack, so I think I probably should just Hammer Arm this to get some damage, as unfortunately he doesn't care about Celesteela, which makes sense because he has Zapdos. So there's no way he just lets it come in here, but like I basically lose to Metagross. If I can get T-Spikes up though, and have the Muck die somehow, yeah, I just don't have a good play against this. I really think Celesteela could have won if Zapdos died, so again, like, sorry to harp on this, but plays like that just bother me so much. This probably isn't Pursuit because he has Muck, so I could switch, but I just have like no safe switch in, especially when he's probably going for like Thunder Punch or something here. I should probably try to work out what his, like, Thunder Punch is mainly for Skarm and Celesteela, and he has Zapdos, so maybe Thunder Punch doesn't make sense either. I guess Coco can do something after his ground type is dead. But like, I'm still holding on to Celesteela as a win con, because he doesn't really show like regard for... Yeah, I'm just going to Celesteela here as he doubles to Zapdos. That doesn't make any sense. Like, he predicted me, but this doesn't make sense to me. So if he's fast, I'm just wondering... Zapdos, defensive Heat Wave, but if I'm oblivious, that could have just killed me anyway, so I can't say he's like offensive, defensive, anything like that. I guess I have to throw Zygarde in here. Like, I don't think I can just play this game in a like guaranteed win frame of mind, because he just has like Zapdos, which I can't really deal with. Because Mamo is kind of the anti-Zapdos measure on this team. HP Ice is quite free, and he is taking a long time, which makes me think he's Specs. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in here, hoping he's like Specs. Yeah, he just clicks T-Bolt, so unfortunate. Into this, and I'm just gonna 1,000 Arrows, because he either just like goes for HP Ice or goes to Buzzwole. I still don't know whether he's Specs. He's fast, that's all I can say. Yeah, he does just stay in to go for HP Ice, so like he doesn't care, but well, yeah, Celesteela is dead. I think this is just gonna solo me now. So I'll go to Coco here. I want to save Zygarde if I can. And hopefully I can do some good damage to the Muck with this nice and weak T-Bolt, so in comes Muck, just no questions asked, and we can just U-turn into Toxapex here on the probable pursuit. Yep, so hopefully he doesn't get the Poison Fingers here, and he does not. I can get T-Spikes up, which probably won't do anything for me, because like my team is just way too weak. There's no reason to... Yeah, I can't win. Sadly, I can't win from here. We'll sack Zygarde. It appears to be the least useful member. Metagross can still, like, kind of do something. So we'll just go for a mash here. I guess if he sacks even if he sacks Zapdos, it's not going to matter. So Buzzwole comes in. I'm pretty sure this doesn't help me. At least I do get a kill. Yeah, hopefully he's not Scarf. He's just Scarf Buzzwole too. So yeah, I think he played stupidly and it just like worked out for him, but there's nothing I could have really done about that. Like, I made a good double and he just turned out to be a player who wanted to lose to Celesteela, so like, sorry I guess, but I couldn't have done much. And he's Scarf on this too, so GG man, that was a sad loss. F. Alright guys, we're just gonna have a little break here. I really like Steve Harvey as the host of Family Feud, but I think it would be maybe even better if Ainsley Harriott was the host, because we could have delightful moments like this.
Fill in the blank. Pie in the what?
Horse.
Now, pie in the what?
Yeah, boy. And now we face this hot and spicy shit, and I have no removal, so yep, this is looking like a Beanlit too. Although Zygarde could potentially win, and something is going to sleep. Yeah, like I've got... maybe he won't predict Taunt. I think I'm gonna leave with this, and that at least gets up the he's gonna go for Magic Coat here, I think, so I'm just gonna go for T-Bolt. But this at least gets up the Electric Terrain, so he can't Spore anything. Yeah, I really think you would expect Taunt here, because I led with it, but he doesn't care. He's just going to get up his... he gets up Rocks, though, thankfully, so that's nice. I can U-turn here, and he doesn't get Sticky Web up, which is, like, amazing, because I maintain my Check to Pinsir, which is this Coco, and I guess Metagross can definitely destroy him, too. Bish looks like a sizable menace. So, I can... what are we most scared of here? DD Zygarde could be somewhat scary. Yeah, very scary, actually. I can like check it after a bit of damage with my Mamo. Well, what does he even do if I go to Metagross? Like, that probably brings in Mimikyu or something relatively easy to deal with. If he goes to Bish, I'm just gonna like take the kill, because Sucker Punch doesn't Oko this. So let's hurry this game up. I am very surprised by him going for rocks, but I guess he wanted Mamo's sash broken, or like he's just... You know, you would predict taunt there if I led with Tapu Koko against this team, but he didn't care. So he does go into this. And I don't really want to take any damage, but I don't really have... I guess I could just go and get T-Spikes up. Hazing if necessary. Doesn't make sense to SD here. Yeah, he just goes to the Shadow Claw. That's Life Orb damage. So I believe I can just T-Spike here as he goes hard into this. I guess this is NJNP's team, because these are the nicknames that Zamrock used in his, when he used the team. I'm not sure that I can go hard into... Hard Celesteela, Heavy Slam. Yeah, Hard Celesteela and Heavy Slam, followed by, it just goes right for arrows. Okay, so that probably is bandaged, but he knocks me down, so yeah, I wasn't expecting that to go that way. Let me just make sure he's banded those. Celesteela, Autotomise, Sweeper, Zygarde, Dragon Dance, Choice Band. So I guess he's... No, he's not Choice Band. What is he then? Adamant Dragon Dance, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so I imagine he would go for another one of them, but I can't really risk him, like, doing anything, so I have to just... Yeah, I can't risk him TTing because, that would be... You know, I wouldn't be able to check him with Mamo, so that Tectonic Rage sadly does 0, and I'll just go for Heavy Slam here. He might want to get another one up because he, I think has Citrus Berry, although he could be a Z move Pokemon. That damage was disappointing from Tectonic Rage, but Mamo's Ice Shard should be able to pick him off from there, and Mamo is a sizable threat to what he is doing. Oh shit, no, not this. Not him. And he's not Citrus, I guess, so that's good for me. If he's Chesto Berry, I believe I've just lost. And it does look like he could be Chesto Berry because he's just doing this. Yeah, this move is stronger than Earthquake, so he's like risking crits, which I don't really agree with. But if he goes for Rest, I probably just do lose to this, because that could easily be his set, because, like, you don't really need coverage on Zygarde. It really seems like that's his set, because, like... Oh, maybe he's just getting enough boosts to kill Mamo with E-Speed. Yeah, maybe I just lose to this. Certainly looks that way, because, like, what would your other move be? Like, there's no reason to do all this if you're not E-Speed, but I still live. Nice Mamoswine coming through, so yes, that's a relief that he didn't play that quite right. And in comes his Porygon. So I think I can shard... I can't really shard this. I think Metagross can potentially win from here. Koko remains a pretty huge threat to him too, which is... Yeah, Koko should be able to win. So I'll just DQ in case he goes for the Z move, which, like... It blocks Endeavor, so I understand why he's doing it. So yeah, we get some nice damage. And, I don't know whether this has, Ice Beam. I think I'm gonna go for Ice Shard. It doesn't really make sense to recover. He definitely could, but I really would rather not lose, like, 4 mons to this by playing it safely, quote-unquote. So just gonna go for the Shard here, as he is deciding what to do. And he does go for the Shadow Ball, so I guess I got that play right. And Zygarde is really quite useful. Toxapex can check a lot of shit. I think I'm just going to go to Metagross to bait him, like make him attack and then go to Zygarde. Because I don't think he would, okay, that works out extremely well. I'm going for 1,000 arrows here. He might go hard into Pinsir, but I have the Koko to check it, so he sacks this dude. And I guess Pinsir would come in here. No, he goes back to Mimikyu, which works out well for me. I can really just go hard to Quincy, I think. I don't think I need this for anything, really. He goes for SD there, which is kind of annoying, but I can just haze him, and yeah, he does get the crit, which is unfortunate. But without a crit, he shouldn't be able to kill me, so I can just recover up and kill this without even breaking the disguise, which is somewhat funny. I guess if he crits me again, no, he's gonna go for another crit. Like, SDing doesn't really make any sense there, because yeah, you're seeing what's happening. So I can recover and then just recover again. And unless he crits me on either of the next 2 turns, depending on what moves he elects to use, he won't be able to kill me. And yeah, it's just, I guess Bishop is still a fairly big threat, but I should just be able to spam Haze and then like go to Zygarde and check. Yeah, I think this is fine to just spam Haze. Scald is pretty free this turn, because if I get a burn, it would just make things like way easier, and I think I can take a +2 move anyway and just haze him. As he goes for knockoff, that looks like life orb damage, but I guess he's black glasses, so yeah, he's just going to bank on never getting burnt by Scald. And it's going to work out very well, but I think we should be able to win with Tapu Koko without like too much trouble. Yeah, because Mimikyu's like dead after it attacks one more time. Pinsir will be killable with T-Bolt before too long. We have more hazes than he has SD, so hopefully he won't just like do this indefinitely, because that's just a waste of both of our time. So we can just go to Zygarde here and go for 1,000 arrows. I guess he can go hard to Pinsir, but he elects to be bad instead. So yeah, that's the game now, because like he can't get enough boosts to kill Tapu Koko, and Metagross revenges his Pinsir as well. So we'll get one more, I guess, because these games have been nice and fast, and I haven't uploaded in like 10 days. Get a really weird team again, but the weird teams have all been difficult to beat, so I'm not going to be cocky, but Toxapex has a really good matchup here. So do T-Spikes. Let's see, what would his lead be? I think Metagross is a good lead, because his Lando's probably not going to be Scarfed. He leads with Blastoise. Metagross, Mega, because if I don't die here to Dark Pulse, I'll probably just take the trade, but that does have a decent chance. 75, that's with Rocks up. 44, that's way, yeah, I can just go to Pex, what am I thinking? Let's not go crazy here. And we can just like fish for a Scald Burn, so that does actually a lot, so he can just like flinch me and get the kill here, which is unfortunate. I guess I could go hard Tapu Koko at some... I really want to keep this healthy. This walls his entire team, so he goes to his Lando. I'm just going to get Rocks up, T-Spikes up here, because he's probably going for his Rocks and T-Spikes. Even if they only hit the Blastoise, that's going to be super useful for me. And now I'll go into a lane, because anything that he wants to bring into that will, yeah, on the U-turn will get destroyed by the... Well, not destroyed, but they'll get hit by the T-Spikes, which is nice for me. And, yeah, he might want to spin here, I don't really know. But Toxapex is going to be able to wall the Darmanitan and the Greninja and maybe the Magearna. And so I should be able to get T-Spikes up for a lot of the game. So he acknowledges that, I guess. This might just Oko as he goes for Shift Gear, so I'm pretty sure this will just Oko him. Plop. Yep, that's very nice. Nice and hot. So, yeah, that was one of the Magearnas that could have hurt my, dude. DeQuincy is fine here. So we're getting these T-Spikes on everything as he just U-turns out. That's, like, totally fine with me. He is very aware of the T-Spikes, which is, good to see, I guess. I'm gonna Scald here. As, yeah, he Earthquakes me, but I'm eating it up. This is kind of a bad play, because now my Toxapex is, like, unable to switch into things, but, going into a lane here. He's probably going for U-turn, because nope, he doesn't. So now we're getting this, young heavy slam damage off on something. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for heavy slam, seems fine. It probably won't do too much to Blastoise, because I think Mega Blastoise is pretty fat, but Celesteela never ceases to amaze me with how high its damage output is with this. Yeah, 24. Like, that's a Mega Blastoise. That's like, what, 80 HP and like 110 defense or something? Blastoise. Yeah, that's pretty close to correct. So yeah, I really want these hazards up. Can't I just stay in here? What does more? Heavy Slam is 90 and this is 100, so that'll do more. I'm actually faster, which isn't exactly surprising. So sick. Let me just see. I think I'll just Earthquake again, because like his only switch in is Lando, and I get the attack boost here, which is kind of good. And if he wants to go to Darm, he's already yeah, Cure makes sense too. So, what do I need? Celesteela, if I get a boost up at this point, could easily win. Metagross isn't going to do too much except for checking this Kyurem, so I think I'm okay to go into it here as he makes the correct Fusion Bolt play. And now something's getting mashed right in the dome. He goes Hard Gren, which is a play I can get behind. That's still going to do about half, though. Oh my god. And there is the attack boost. This could easily be a Spikes team. What can I lose to at this point? Hard Pex, I think, is okay. It would be really good to get... Okay, he doubles to Kyurem, which is a pretty nice move. I'll just go back to Metagross. I guess he could be Scarf Earth Power. Mamo's nice too, just to... It's not really. Yeah, I'll sort of sack Mamo here. He's probably not going for Fusion Bolt. Yeah, he goes for Earth Power. It's a crit. This is probably his Z move. I'm just going to Ice Shard here. He might like try to double. If he doubles, he's Scarf. But if he stays in, he's... Does Ice Shard make sense? Yeah, this... Okay, he's Scarf then. He predicted the switch into Celesteela. And this hasn't shown anything yet, but Toxapex is really healthy again, so I can switch into that somewhat comfortably here. He goes for Shadow Sneak. Okay. So T-Spikes. Yeah, I'm going to get them up for the Kyurem as he goes hard back into it. That makes sense. I'm fairly sure this is Scarfed based on how he's playing it. I'm gonna go Mamoswine here. It's like close enough to a sack at this much HP. He goes for Earth Power again. Yeah, I'll go to this and just go for Heavy... yeah, Heavy Slam just makes the most sense here. Because if he goes to Lando... Oh, he's not Scarf. Okay, nice bluff. Didn't really make sense to make his Greninja play then, but it's okay. I think it's okay. So yeah, this is going to die to... Like, I don't even need to hit this. It's just, you know, nice to get the attack boost. So that dies. He can go to Lando. It dies to Ice Punch, though, I think, at this range. Lando's T. Fizz Def. Ice Punch at -1. Yeah, that always kills. Plop. So, yeah, we take that out, and we keep our check to Kyurem. So I just need to hit a thing to win this game. I'm going to go to DeQuincy here. He might go for Earthquake, but I think it's fine. Yep, that's... What is that? Scarf, maybe? Well, we showed that we think, yeah, the Protect Zygarde's going to come through super hard here. That looks like Scarf, so yeah, he's just going to forfeit there, which is sad, because I wanted to just be a scumbag with Sub-Protect. But yeah, appropriate to finish with the Zygarde named Beanlit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Sorry I'm kind of low on the ladder, but I just like don't play that much anymore. I can... Oh yeah, bitch, who is your mans? This was my ult for the Suspect test. So Pheromosa got banned with like a 93% ban vote or something, which I'm pleased about. Like I said, the Alakazam team in Bengay's archive named... it's named something about gay pride. And you could just do like Control Find Rainbow and it will bring up that team. But yeah, that team is like... It was good before Pheromosa got banned and now it's like super good. One change I would recommend, well at least that's a change that I've implemented, is using Leftovers instead of Choppleberry on Ferrothorn. Because that was for like Mega Metagross's Hammer Arm and Pheromosa's High Jump Kick, but now that Pheromosa's gone, like I used Leftovers even when Pheromosa was in the tier, but I think Leftovers is better on that Ferrothorn. Because even if you switch into Metagross and they have Hammer Arm, like they're probably going for Mash first, and Mash plus Hammer Arm doesn't kill you, and you get 2 rounds of Iron Barbs damage. And you can also use the Tapu Lele on the team to just like smack Metagross once with a Moonblast, because that's often their switch into Tapu Lele. And then after the Ferrothorn Iron Barbs damage, it's in range of Alakazam's HP Fire. So yeah, I think Leftovers is like totally fine. You don't need to kill Metagross with like Ben's idea, I think, was to use the Ferrothorn like it is a fairly offensive team, but his idea was to use the Ferrothorn as like a almost like a hyper offense hazard stacker, sort of like what Deoxys Defense used to do. And like, I'm not sure, I haven't explicitly went through this with him, but I think that's what he was going for. But I've just found leftovers really good, like to assist in not getting beaten down by Scarf Chomp. I know I lost to Scarf Chomp once because I like let all my checks die, so yeah, I think I could have gotten a much better record than this, because like with hindsight, after learning how to use the team, I can already think of 3 losses that I could have like avoided if I knew how to deal with each threat to the team. Anyway, though, this has gone on for long enough. Check out Ben's archive, because there are just like a bunch of great teams in there. Some of them are awkward to use, so just have patience, I guess, or use the ones that are more accessible to you, if that's the right word. And yeah, this is the first time I've used Zygarde this gen, and I did like 0, but I mean, people were using Buzzwole, so what was I really meant to do? Like, everyone just had Buzzwole plus a Toxic Spike Absorber or Hazard Removal. And I usually like sub-toxic Zygarde, but the idea... Steve Angelo actually came up with this team before Ben like revamped it a little bit. So shout out to Steve, he had a really good SPL, he made a lot of creative sets work, which was good to see. Like in a lot of tournaments, you see people like flaking and just using standard Goodmon teams. So it was really good to see Steve like take his chance to play SPL with both hands and innovate a bunch of interesting sets. But yeah, shout out to him. The idea though was to like set up T-Spikes, and then the Zygarde can have Protect to stall things with Toxic Spike damage. And you don't really need sub-toxic if you have T-Spikes, but I think the idea is a little bit flawed, just because like against stall, which is one of the really main times you'd want to have T-Spikes to hit like the occasional Tangrowth and Quagsire and Clefable. You won't be able to get T-Spikes up then, because Sableye blocks Toxic X, although they just kind of like block each other, so maybe you can get T-Spikes up eventually. But anyway, goodbye, I love you all, and I will see you next time.